Here's how to use OBS for beginners. So this video is going to explain clearly how to download the OBS and also install it on your PC. So to install your PC, head on to your PC and search for OBS Studio from your search browser or your web browser. So after searching for the OBS Studio or the OBS Studio, open the tab that shows OBS project. So OBS is simply free, so whoever tells you that I'm selling OBS or whatever software you visit and they are telling you to pay before you get the OBS software is for free. So when you come here, you can select the version of the OBS which you want, whether you're using Windows, Mac OS or Linux. So in my case, I'm using Mac OS, so I'm just clicking on Mac OS, then I select the version of the Apple I'm using. So I'll just come here, since I'm using Apple Silicon, I'll just select here, then I'll download the OBS. Alright, so after installing the OBS software, this is the configuration, the auto configuration wizard that is going to appear on your panel. So maybe you can choose to hit on the cancel, because when you choose optimize for streaming, recording a secondary, or optimize for recording, I will be streaming, or I'll only be using the virtual camera. So over here you can just skip this by hitting on cancel. Fine, don't worry, you can just go back here, then you can hit on the auto configuration, then you can just continue again. So basically that is how the auto configuration, when you come to tools, we have the auto configuration with that over here. So now this is the whole interface of the OBS Studio. So it's very simple as that. So I'm going to take my time, then I can explain all the interface or the features of the OBS Studio. So coming here, we have the scenes, we have the sources, we also have the main output over here, we have the audio mixer panel over here, we have the scene transitions and also the controls. So I'm going to take my time to explain all the interfaces over here. So when you come here, we have the scene, we have the source, we have the audio mixer, then we have here. So let's first go to the settings, then we can know the settings that we have to do even before we come and add our input or any of them or sources. So let's go to settings. So when you come to sources, settings, so when you come to settings, we have the we have general over here, we have the language is automatically, I'm using English, so I'm going to use English. So when you come here, you can see some of these settings. You can scroll down and come back to the appearance. Maybe by default it's going to be at classic, or maybe any of them that you want. Then you can choose the style, the style too, you can choose any of them, whether default, then it's going to be at default. So by default, this is how the OBS Studio is going to be. Then let's go to stream. So when you go to stream, so assuming you want to do a live stream or you want to stream, this is where you come and you select the streaming platform which you want to stream to. Then you can configure the stream key. So assuming I want to stream to YouTube, I'll hit on YouTube. Then over here, if I want to connect my account, I can hit on connect account. Then I can connect the account which I want to stream to. If I want to stream to Facebook, I can come to Facebook. There's Facebook Live over here. When I hit on Facebook Live, I come here, I input in, or I key in my stream key. Then from there, I can hit on OK. Then I can continue my process. When you go to show all, there's a lot of streaming platforms that you can find right here. So we have a lot of them. You can also use custom RTMP. So maybe if you want to use custom, you run that one, you come here, you input in the server and also the stream keys. Now that is it for the streaming side. So let's come back to output. The output is very important. The video bitrate shows the amount of megabyte per second or kilobyte per second you are streaming to. So assuming I'm streaming at 6 kilobyte per second, 6,000. So assuming I'm streaming at 6,000 kilobyte per second, 6,000 kilobyte per second means 6 megabyte per second. So if I change it to 5,000 megabyte per second, meaning that if I change it to 5,000 kilobyte per second, it simply explains that I'm streaming at 5 megabyte per second. So it gives you the streaming quality. So basically, if you are streaming and your internet speed is not good, basically you can come here to adjust this, and this also affects the quality of the video that you're streaming on a particular streaming platform. So when you come here, the video encoder, if you come here and you are seeing that you see already I'm using software encoder. The software encoder is there as default, but if it gives you the option to select the hardware encoder, please select the hardware encoder, because the hardware encoder also adds you more quality to your streaming. So that is it. Over here shows the recording path where you want to save your video to. So basically, if you don't want it, by default it's going to be at videos or movies, but for Apple users, videos for Windows users. So when you come here, you can click on browse if you want to change the location where you want to save your video recording to. Also over here, the recording quality, same as system, fine, that is good. If you want to change it to high quality, that is medium file size, you can adjust that. If you want to change it to indistinguishable quality, that is a very large size, and we also have tremendously large size. So with that one, you don't have any quality that you're going to lose. Yes, we also have the recording format is already at MOV file. Maybe if you want to change it from MOV to MP4, you can change it to MOV to MP4, any of them that you want, depending on the format which you want to do your recording to. So that is for the streaming settings over here, and also the recording settings over here. Let's jump down to the audio side. The audio side over here is very, very important. So with this side of the audio recording, you have the desktop audio. Over here I've disabled it. So the main reason why I've disabled it is because maybe I'm playing something from my desktop, the audio is going to automatically be played via here. So if I click on default, it's going to turn on. So any audio I play on my PC, whether a web browser, I'm playing something from my web browser, or anything else, it automatically brings the audio to OBS. So basically by default you can disable it if you think you're not going to use. We also have desktop audio too, that is over here. We also have mic or auxiliary audio. So the mic or the aux audio means that the default microphone you are giving to your or the external microphone you are giving to your laptop for streaming. This is where it's going to come. So basically you can come here and you can select the available microphone that you think you want to use. So over here I want to use my MacBook microphone, then the rest I can disable them. So at the down here, maybe you can just leave this, then you come back to video. So for the video over here, let's look at this particular side. It's very, very important. So the base canvas resolution is at 1920 by 1080. If you want to stream at a portrait mode, you can change it 1080 by 1920. So 1080 by 1920. So basically if you change it like this, meaning that you are streaming in portrait mode. So that is how it is. When you click on the options right here, we also have options over here where you can choose any of them. So the output scale resolution must be the same as the base canvas resolution. So basically when you come here, you need to make sure that you choose the same output scale as the base resolution. So I'm having 1920 by 1080 and also 1920 by 1080 by the same thing as the output scale. So we have the custom frame per second. So the frame per second means that the video you are capturing from your camera, the frame rate must be the same frame rate as the frame rate you are having in your live streaming software. So basically assuming your frame rate from your camera is 30 frame rate per second. When you come here, you have to use 30 frame per second. So please, this place is very, very important. But if you are someone and you'll be playing a game on your PC or something else, you can choose 60 frame per second or 50 frame per second. So any of them you wish to choose is okay. So if you are doing gaming on your PC, you can choose 60 FPS. That is okay. But aside that, for a normal custom resolution, the standard one, you can choose 29.97 or 30 FPS. So that is what we have right here. We also have the hotkeys. So over here you can assign a key to every function on your OBS Studio. So maybe start recording, you can assign it to a particular key, let's say an option 6. You can also delete it, any of them. So all the functions in the OBS, you can assign a particular key for it. So without you not going here and there, then you can do that. You can assign a particular shortcut key for it. So we have start streaming, quick transition. So maybe the quick transition you can use maybe 1. So when you hit on 1, whenever you are active on OBS, it's going to switch. So that is what we have as the shortcut option here. We have the accessibility over here and also the advanced over here. You can just leave this. When you're done with this, you can hit on OK. Now we are done with this side of the settings. So you can see that right now my audio is showing, my audio mixer is showing that my audio microphone is selected. Now let's go to syncs. So let me rename the first scene over here. So let me rename it to camera. So maybe I can name it to camera. So when I name it to camera, then I'll come back to the sources. So when I come to the sources, I'll add an input. So I'm adding a camera. So I'll go to capture card device, then I'll add new device. So over here, when you click on add new device, the device name, so you need to make sure that you select the camera that you have that is connected. So if you are using a camera or if you are using a video mixer, basically the name of it is going to show here. If you are using a capture card, basically the name of the capture card is going to show here. So when you hit here, then you click on any of them that you want to use. So in my case, I want to use my FaceTime HD camera, so I'll hit on it like this. So basically then it's going to show in my production. So the frame per second over here, the one you chose from the software, must be the same frame per second you have from the place where you are capturing it. So basically I'm leaving it at 30 frames per second. Then I'll hit on OK. Fine, I have my camera over here. This camera is not fitting the frame, so basically I can right click on it, then basically I can come to the source side, I right click on it, then transform, then I'll click on fit to screen. So when I fit to screen, this is how it's going to be in the output scale. Now let me come here again and choose different things. So maybe I can choose screen recording. So I can choose screen recording, then I'll hit on OK. So over here I have to come here and select the screen recording, the source of the screen recording where I want to do the recording. So I'll click on add input. Then over here, so over here we have display capture. So if you have multiple displays and you want to do a display capture, you can use this display capture. We also have the Mac OS screen capture. So maybe I can use this, then I'll click on this. So when I click on add input, it brings me to the properties for the screen capture where I can select the multiple applications where I want to capture. So over here, let me click here. If you want to select a display capture, meaning that if you have a multiple displays and display connected to your laptop and you want to capture any of them, you can select the display capture. If you have a particular window which you want to capture, you can select window capture. If you have an application which is open on your PC and you want to capture it, you can use this one. So when you hit on this, then you select the capture the application which you want to capture. So over here I'm going to select the software which I want to capture. So I can quickly come here and select any application which I want to capture. So maybe I can select this or any of them. So control center, we have the notification center. I can capture any of them that I want to, but in my process I want to capture a window. So let me go to the window. Then over here I can select any window which I think I want to capture from my side. Then from there I'm good to go. So that is how it goes when it comes to the screen capture. So over here maybe I want to capture the dock. So if I click on dock, it automatically comes here, then I click on OK. So if you want it to fit the screen, right click on it, then transform, then you hit on fit to screen. And so you can, if you are using Windows, you can use Control F. It's going to fit the screen. So that is what my display you are seeing right here. Fine, let me also select another scene. So the scene works like a folder and a file. So you create a folder, then you add a file in it. So basically when you create it and the name is camera, you need to make sure that at the source of it you go and add a camera in it, so you know that this is a camera, this is this. So I'm going to select camera plus, screen recording. So camera plus screen recording. So from this I'll hit on OK. So when I come here, I need to make sure I select them. So I'll come here, then I'll select scene. So over here I'm going to select this scene, then this scene. So I'm selecting two scenes, then I'll hit on 2. So I've added the 2 scenes. So basically that is the 2 scenes I've added over here. So I'm going to bring the camera on top, so I can drag this downwards. Then over here I can hold the camera over, so then I'll hold the camera like this, then I'll drag it downwards like this. So basically maybe I want to do any presentation on my screen, this is how it's going to be. So I have the camera here, I have the screen recording, then I also have the camera plus the screen recording over here. So I've added the camera plus the screen recording over here. Now let's go to the another. Maybe I want to add a flyer, so I can make it image. I can go back here, I'll go to add scene. So the add scene is over here, then I'll type in images or /flyers. So over here we have images /flyers, then I'll hit on OK. So and that the sources of it, so we have the scene and we have the sources over here. So under the sources of it, you can hit on add source, then you go to image. So we have image slideshow. I don't want image slideshow, I want an image. So I'll hit on image, then I'll click on add a new image. So when I click on browse, I can go to my PC, then I'll search for any image I want to select from my PC. So in this case, I can quickly go to downloads, then I'll search for any image that I want to select. Then from there, I can just bring it to my production. So over here, let me just search for let me select any image that I want to select, then I can bring it to my presentation. So that is how this particular aspect goes. So I'm selecting any random image. So over here, let me select this image. I'll click on open, then I'll click on OK. So the image has not been fit to the frame, so I'll right click on the image like this, then transform, then fit to screen. So this is the image I'm having in my production. So right now I have camera, I have screen recording. So always you need to create them individually. Whatever you want to add it accordingly how you want them to be. So maybe I want to add another image over here. I can go to under the scenes of the images of flyers, in the sources of it, I'll go to add source, then I'll go to image. So when I go to image, then I'll go to add new. So when I go to add new, I need to browse to my computer, then I'll select any image that I want to select. So maybe I can select this image, then I drag it here. This is a logo. So basically, if it is a logo, I can just hold at the angle of here, maybe any angle around here, then I'll drag it to the point which I want to leave it. So when I leave it here, I've left the logo over there. Assuming I want to duplicate it to any of the other scenes, I'll copy it. When I come to the camera scene, I can use Command V or Control V, then I'll paste it. When I come to screen recording plus screen recording, I can use Control V, then I'll paste it, or Command V. So wherever I open, I can use Command V or Control V, then I'll paste it. So meaning that I've brought the logo everywhere, as you are seeing in my program. So that is it for the scenes and the sources. So the scenes works like a folder and a file. So in the scene, you create a sources in it. So that is how it goes. So now let's come back here to the audio mixer. So we have the audio mixer over here. You can see that right now my audio mixer is right here. This is, if I click on this, I mute it. If I click on it, I unmute it. If I have a headset and I want to monitor, I can click on enable monitor, then I'll be able to monitor my sound as you are hearing from the screen, from the sound. So when I click on it, I've disabled the monitor. So assuming I want to add a video to my scenes that I've added, I can click on add, now I'll type in video. So anything you want to add, just say as create it, then you come to media. So I'll quickly browse here. I'll select any video that I think I want to select. So I can quickly come here, I'll select the video, then I hit on OK. So when I hit on OK, I need to right click on it, then I'll fit to screen. So when I fit to screen, this is how the video is going to be. So you can see when I click here, I have video here, I have this. So that is how any of them is going to be. So you can click on the loop, so that maybe as soon as you are done playing, it will loop. So any of them that you want, you can select it as your main listing, then you can get it in your preview. That is how it is. So now let's come back to this side. So when you come to the controls over here, we have start streaming, where maybe after configuring your streaming keys, you have to hit on start streaming, then you go live. When you click on recording, you start to record whatever you are having in your preview. So whatever you are having here, you tend to record. So we have the start virtual camera. I'm going to explain it later. In this particular tutorial, I'm going to explain it, but let me go here. When you click on studio mode, it divides it from preview to video. So when I click on camera, I have a preview over here and I have a video over here. So before, whatever is here is whatever is going live or whatever you are recording. So if I want to send this video here, I need to preview it first, even before I send it to this site. So if I want to send this to here, I can click on transition, I can click on cut, I can click on fade. This is how fade works. We also have, so basically I can use the transition. So when you use the transition and you want to add any other thing, you can come here, any of the scenes that you want to show. When you come here, then you can use either transition like this, or you can use cut. Cut is also there. So when you click on it, it will come to the preview side here. Then you select which of them you want to show. Then you can send it to fade or cut. So that is it for the transition bar. You can also use this quick transition bar over here, and it's going to fade in like this, so as you are seeing from the screen. So that is how it is for the studio mode. So basically, when you get to this point, you need to make sure that you enable studio mode, then you are good to go. So you also have the scene transitions over here. When you come to docs, you can basically turn on which of them you want to turn them on, or which of them you want them off. You can basically send them off. So that is how it is. And also, you can come to the docs, you can reset the docs always. You think if you some of the docs you are not seeing it well, you can reset them to their defaults. So that is how the docs. You can also reset the UI. If you think you have messed something up and you can't see it very well, you can reset the UI. Assuming you want to start streaming and this is the time that you want to start, you can quickly go to settings, then you go to stream. So over here you select the platform which you want to stream to. If it is YouTube, over here you can just connect your account. When you're done, you can hit on OK. So over here you can see that when you connect your account, your YouTube control panel is going to be here. Then you are able to see whether you are going live or not. Yes, so when you're done, you click on start streaming. Your whatever video you are seeing in the program is what is going live, or it's what you are recording. The sound over here, if you want to change it, you can basically go to properties, then you select on it, then you change it. So you select the sound card, you have it inserted to your PC, then you can change it. So that is how to change the sound, or you can also reduce the gains. So that is how it is. When you come to options and you go to advanced audio properties, so over here maybe your sound is not syncing, so basically you can add some delays over here. If your sound is not syncing, then when you're done, you can hit on close. So from that, your sound is going to sync with your video, so you can start recording, you can start your streaming, then basically you are good to go. We also have virtual camera over here. So with the virtual camera over here, assuming I have zoom over here and I want to do a Zoom meeting, and I want to send my video feed from OBS to Zoom. Basically, what I'm going to do is very simple. I need to turn on my OBS. I need to make sure that I turn on my OBS virtual output. So when I turn on my OBS virtual output, it's going to come here. So let me go back to my OBS. Then over here, when I come here, I'll click on start virtual camera. So when I click on start virtual camera, when I come here, the camera name is going to be OBS virtual camera. When I hit on it, then I'll turn on my audio. So when I turn on my audio, you can see that the video I'm having from OBS is coming at the Zoom. The same thing applies to TikTok Live Studio. If you want to stream to TikTok, you have to also turn on your start virtual camera so that your video from the OBS is going to be transferred to your TikTok. Then you can go live. So basically, if you want to go live on TikTok, that is how it's being done. You turn on your virtual camera, then your video is sent from OBS to TikTok Live Studio. Then you can capture it. When you go to add input, add camera, then you select the camera. The camera name is going to be OBS virtual camera. When you hit on that, then you start your live streaming. So basically, so you can see that whatever video I have at OBS is displaying as Zoom. So that is what we have right here. So that is the virtual camera we have right here, and some of these stuff. So basically, that is how you can use. So basically, when you come here, you can close the control panel so that maybe it can go off for you to have enough stream. All right, so that is it. After connecting the account, that is where you go. Then from there, you can do most of these settings from your laptop. Basically, when you come here, you can start your recording, you can stop your recording. The preview means that the video you are seeing, before even you switch, you need to view even before you send it to live. So if you want to transition this to program, whatever video you are seeing here is what is going live, or is a video that is recording. So when you start on recording, whatever video is here is what you are recording. When you come here to, if you want to transition this particular flyer to this side, you can use transition, then it will fade in like that. You can also use cut. So we have the camera. If I want to send the camera to this program side, I can click on transition, then I get the final camera at that particular point. So that is how you can do that. So any of them you want to switch, you can hit on it. When you hit on it, then you can switch like this, then you are good to go. So that is how it is. And also when you come to the audio side, you can slide your audio, you can reduce your audio gains and everything. When you come to the advanced audio properties. Over here, if your audio is not syncing, basically you can reduce it. You see I've reduced mine to 200 ms so that my audio will be able to sync with the audio. So when you do this, your audio will be syncing. So you can come here and do that settings automatically. Also, you can also start your streaming. If you want to start your streaming, you can go to settings, you set up your stream keys, you connect your account. When you come to stream, then you select the service or the platform which you want to stream to. You key in your stream keys, then you hit on OK, then you are good to go. This is the intro for OBS. So if you want to start OBS, these are some of the most important things that you need to take in place. Please, even before you start your streaming, make sure you record and check. So you can do a small recording, about 5 seconds or maybe 10-20 seconds, and you check whether your audio or your video is very good. When you check and everything is okay, then you can start your live streaming. So aside that, you can also aside that you can also do some of the checks over here and see whether if everything is okay, especially the sound. So you can monitor your sound and see if your sound is okay, then you can start doing your live stream. You don't just start and you hit on start streaming, then you're good to go. So this is how you can use OBS. Subsequent videos are going to include how to stream to YouTube, how to stream to Facebook, how to stream to TikTok, how to stream to Instagram, and all streaming platforms at the same time. So please make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you have watched the video yet, please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel for more exciting videos like this. There's going to be a lot of videos on vMix, on a lot of streaming platforms, and also video editing software. So please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you share the video to a lot of people, as many as you can, to reach a lot of people. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope this video has helped you a lot to gain more knowledge on how to use OBS for beginners. So thank you very much. Please hit on the subscription button so that whenever I post a video, you'll be able to watch it. Thank you very much.